This is my favorite time of year, I think. I used to say spring was my favorite time of year, and sometimes summer, not usually winter, but I think I'm really starting to fall in love with autumn. And as time goes on, I think that's because of my memories. My family used to have a tradition of going to the Heritage Festival in our town every single year about this time. And every year, without fail, the Heritage Festival would be the first day in Missouri where we would feel the coolness in the air, and we would feel the sense of the seasons changing, the really hot, humid summer giving way to a crisp, cool, beautiful autumn, where the skies just always seem to be so much bluer than they are any other time of year. And it was so much fun to pile into the car with my family and drive over to the big park ground and climb out and walk around the big lake full of fish and frogs and cattails, and then work our way up to all the vendors who had just rows and rows of bounty laid out for us to look at. All the pumpkins and the straw bales, all of the mums, all of the wreaths people had made, all of the beeswax candles and the kettle corn. Funnel cake and the changing leaves of autumn falling down overhead. And it just is a memory that the older I get and the longer I go on, I draw on a lot of happiness from those moments. And I want to share that sense of community and the seasons changing and bounty and adventure and discovery and just savoring how many beautiful plants and flowers and pumpkins can show up right before winter, when the seasons change again and everything's going to look very barren and simple and stark and beautiful in its own way, but definitely lacking the abundance of acorn shells and pumpkins that are all around me right now. So with all of that said, I want to welcome all of you to harvest season. We are going to be focusing on a lot of my favorite games, the things that really pull you in and help you to build a community, to build a sense of family and tradition, to really be rewarded for the hard work of showing up every day in Stardew Valley or Story of Seasons, and being able to take an area that looks like a complete wreck and transform it into a beautiful farm, a home. To build a home with your own two hands. That's one of the reasons I think I absolutely adore those kinds of games, because you're able to take something that looks like such a mess, you're able to take your unskilled self, you're able to gain new skills and insight and build a community and friendships and be able to discover unexpected things in the forest. So I've been talking about harvest season coming up to you guys in one way or another for a long time, and continuing to try for our seasonal events, which is basically just where we assign a theme to the videos for a couple months and we run with that theme and we have some fun. And I think that harvest season this year is definitely timed at a perfect moment for me, because I am getting used to being home still. I am adjusting to have gone far, far away from my home to the other side of the world and lived in Asia for a few months, and it really took me away from everything I was used to on a level I wasn't expecting. And so it's really rewarding, really enriching to think about harvest season being kind of our way to get back to our roots, to the things that first really made me feel happy and like telling stories, and that made me love video games, and that gave me a sense of hope that no matter how messy my own life was, I could transform it into a home. And so we are going to be enjoying quite a few wonderful series that I would like to give you guys a little sneak peek of real quick. And yeah, there's a lot There's a lot, and that's not even all of them. But I've learned from last season, so don't despair, you guys. I know this looks like a lot coming up, and I know there might look like there's some things missing, but I am trying to make sure I can complete certain projects before we dive into more projects this time. So we're still getting used to everything. I'm still picking up the pace and getting used to being home and getting used to telling stories with all of you, but I'm really grateful and really looking forward to this. Being able to share my forest adventures, being able to share the adventures in the games we're going to be enjoying. I hope to be able to share some of my home with you guys, my actual home with you, while we are doing our harvest season adventures too. Going to the farmer's market, walking in these forests, sharing the deer and the groundhogs and the blue jays that have been abundant in my backyard over the last few weeks, eating all of the acorns that these phenomenally beautiful oak trees have been dropping all around me, picking up on maybe some art projects, some do-it-yourself projects, some unboxings. When we are diving into our seasonal events, I hope to do so with gusto. I hope to present an entire festival celebration of harvest season to all of you, so we can enjoy the bounty of what is out there in terms of stories and discovery, not only in all the games we play, but in real life too. Together as a community, we can start building up some new traditions, and so that's what harvest season is about to me. And I really hope it'll be fun. I really hope you guys will enjoy being able to step into things that are more about community, farming, gardening, the forest, unexpected discoveries within the forest, those kinds of games. You're gonna see a lot more than what is just being shown for now. But like I said, I learned from our very first attempt at doing a fun seasonal themed event with summer in space, and I'm going to kind of keep certain things secret until I'm ready to reveal them, because I'm confident that we can finish the project. So if you want to keep kind of abreast of what's going on and you aren't getting the complete behind the scenes reveal and even helping to pick the games like our patrons in our Patreon Discord community are, then be sure to follow my Twitter, because on the Twitter you will hopefully be seeing daily posts every day of the thumbnails of the episodes that will go out, and that will give you a sneak peek of what's coming out on which day, so that you know that a certain series will be making an appearance. So if you're really wondering, like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen today, check my Twitter, completely free to do. You don't have to sign up or have a Twitter, and then you can see a sneak peek of the thumbnails of what's going to be released. Sometimes I may not have finished something, so something may be a surprise bonus, but I'm really happy. Basically, if it's gonna be something to do with farming, gardening, community building, then I hope to spend some time dabbling in it this time, and I hope to find more ways we can build our community together through wild discoveries, through snail mail, through streams, through being able to take your guys' names for all of my chickens. I wonder if we should do a chicken count, actually. With so many farming games coming up, I wonder if we should do a chicken count to see just how many chickens are going to be hatched over the entire course of this year's harvest season. That would be really fun, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh, we need to do that. We need to come up with an official chicken count, because that's gonna be adorable. But I'm just ready. If you guys have been following the vlog channel, you know it has been a pretty rough year and a rough transition into being back home here in Michigan, but I am ready to return to my roots by playing around in the dirt with some roots. And that's what this harvest season is all about. Family, community, and celebrating the bounty of what the natural world has to offer in real life and in pixelated form, so that when we move into winter we will have all of these warm memories to draw on, and maybe some new traditions that we can look forward to year after year that can help us grow together as a community, and can help us think about how, no matter how messy life seems, if you plant some seeds and clear your field and get the gold watering can as soon as you can, then life will probably be working out and a lot more amazing than you think. And I'm really looking forward to building that sense of home in all of those games and back here with all of you. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. We've been planning harvest season for quite a while. There is a lot that's already done and going to be rolling out fresh to you behind the scenes. Like I mentioned, I learned from Summer in Space, and I'm trying to make sure that some of the projects can definitely be completed before I reveal them to you. And we will be stepping into a lot of the series that do represent home to me, that we have been away from for quite a while. And I'm really looking forward to this. So I hope you guys will enjoy. We're still filling out what it means to have special seasonal events, but I'm hoping it means themed vlogs and special little science projects and lots of walks in the forest to enjoy it as the leaves start changing color and we can collect more leaves to press. This is actually from last year's walks that we went on together in the vlogs, you guys. And it'll be amazing. So I'll see you guys for harvest season. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I will try to answer them. Our dry desert of discovery and our empty adventures will finally be filling back up. So I hope you guys are ready for the bounty that we're about to enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.